Friday night. I wasn't expecting to be able to get out, but alas, here I am. Sorry about the bad lighting. Ooh, it was very, very impromptu, very, very unexpected. Yeah. So I'm going to try and compete in the telecoms challenge. Something I hope that's novel to share with you, an idea. So I'm going back to a site I've been to before, just up on Steamboat Way, because it's just somewhere close. Because as I said, I wasn't expecting to be able to do this. So I'll just get plodding and I'll bring you back when I'm nearer the site. Okay, humanoids. Just dodged a couple of walkers. Doesn't look like many cars come down this bit. I'm going to try and go for the way in I went last time I was here, but I've got to be careful. I don't want to get seen. It's pretty early. It's about 6:15. 20 past 6. Looks like someone's been up here with some sort of 4x4. Also, they can't get into the woods where I am, but it's not a problem. Not far. I'm on the Doogie handset at the moment, so it's a bit bouncy. Forgive me. The heart was tempted to go in there. Point coming up. Let's look forward. I've got microphone with me, but I'm not fitting it to this one because I'll break it. Oh, found this grass. Right, that being stuck. Alright, found it. That's our little way in. There's a car coming. There's 1, 2, 3. Another one. Please kindly piss off. Clear left. We are in. There we are. Didn't think we were going to make that. Not at all. This is going to be the last outing of this particular bag because it is absolutely well and truly knackered, as in ripped, torn. Oh dear, you would not believe. Coming apart at the seams. Would you like to guess where I got it from? Yep, you'd be right. This is its 4th, I think. This will be its 4th and final outing. At least I think it's the 4th. I might be wrong. Right, I'll show you where I am. This, actually, I've been here before, but I was a lot further down there. This light's a bit too bright, I think. I have to switch over. Bear with me. Hello, I'm in place. I managed to get in somewhere fairly decent. Yeah, not bad. 5 to 7. I'm going to try and get set up. I'm overlooking the Tiva factory again, which makes Sudocrem, I found out. Yeah, great. A bit further up that hill opposite, and there's a lot more space to operate. trees are healthier and they're bigger and thicker, and I think I've got everything pretty much like I want. I know the wind is going to get up tonight. It's Storm Eowyn. I'll put that along there. Eowyn. I think it's named after that princess from Lord of the Rings. Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah. But I'm out tonight for the Telecoms Challenge. I will be using 3 phones tonight. I'll be using my Samsung S9, which we're looking at now. I'll be using my V30T. We'll have a look at that and try some of its night vision specs out. And I've got another little secret surprise. Right. I think it's time we started going through what was in the bag of delight. And I'll show you a little bit around where I am, because the wind is starting to come and I need to get my shelter up. I've got something a little different tonight, something I've not tried before, and I'm probably going to make a complete of it. But we can try, can't we? Okay. Enough of me talking rubbish, let's get on with stuff. Oh, it's getting chilly. I have to put my woolly hat on. Right, what's we got in here? Multi-tool. Tell you what, I'll just unpack all this and I'll bring you back in a minute. I brought with me from the battered old team pack. I've got a pack of electricals, including my air pump come lantern, a tracking pole, multi-tool, some phones, because this is the Telecoms Challenge. My broken old BlackBerry Q5. We're going to do some recording with this later and see how good it is. And we're going to put it up against the S9 that I'm using to record with and my Doogee VT30. Sorry, V30T. Some cordage, water, and my stove and cup all in there. More water. Bivy bag. The old folding chair. Pretty much the same as an OEX chair, just without the badge. It's a Temu one. Poncho, air mattress, ground sheet, foil mat, a brand new DD tarp 3x3, still got the label on it. Oh, and the great big silly vacuum packed sleeping bag, which is probably going to end in tears. Some bits to cooking with. This foil tray did previously have barbecue chicken in it. Cock flavour soup, as always. Some bits to eat from the ration pack. Some chicken and lentils, I think. Some chocolate cake for the morning. Some bits of sauces, some coffee, whiteners. The usual, nothing too heavy. Also, as well, if I fancy them, I don't think I have to worry about them going off in the cold, because they're some vegan grill sticks. I think these were about £1.49, something like that, from Lidl. Give them a go, can't we? Some fire lighters, lighter, the obligatory long spoon that you'll need for these ration packs. MREs, we all love a good MRE, don't we? Some mix and match pegs, because I nearly forgot. Some cordage. Just hope we've got everything now. There's a few other little bits. Now, right, if you're wondering why I'm not wearing the daft hat, it's because it's cold, and the daft hat does not give any sort of protection at all. I'll put it back on later once I've got set up, once I got warm and toasty. Yeah, the tarp, I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I've not even had it out the bag, so that would be a case of do what we can. This was an impromptu idea. I just got the opportunity to come out and I thought I'll take it. I just threw some bits in a bag. Some of them were already in there from my other video about the vacuum packing. Yeah, not a good idea really, but we'll see. Might work for longer trips. Ow. I've already managed to cut my hands quite badly in some thorns, so I tried to come in here from the wrong angle. Right, I better start putting some stuff up, hadn't I? Because time's knocking on. Before you know it, it'll be 10 o'clock and I want to get cracking. So without no more ado, let's go. After about an hour of messing about, I finally got it up. Would you like to have a look? Come and have a look then. You might be a little bit disappointed. So we have the DD tarp set up with a trekking pole in the middle. And not entirely square, as you can probably see. There's a lot of sag at the back. I'm not very pleased with it. In fact, I'm going to try making some mods to it. But it's gone 8 o'clock now and I need to be up and ready. So it'll do for tonight. The wind's died down anyway. Let's see what we can do. Okay, got the brown sheet. Let's go on in. Oh, absolutely filthy in there. I should probably have cleared the ground a bit better, but it's not bad. Oh dear. Oh, pardon me. We'll make it work somehow. We'll make it work. It will work. It will work. Right. We're in. I've got the mattress and whatnot. Let's turn that off. Back on the head torch. The doft hat's back on. We're back in business. I'm going to inflate my mattress and get all my sleeping stuff sorted out first, so I'm not doing this later on. But it should be fairly comfortable in here, I'm reckoning. It should be alright. Right, bring you back in a second. There is an old saying, if it can go wrong, it will go wrong. And it has gone wrong. A lot. No end of fun with the shelter. Of course it helps not doing it for the first time in the dark. and when you actually need to be up and running. Right. Move that where I can find it. Box some of this stuff up. Box some of this stuff away, and try and get some snap on now. I'm afraid, you know what, I don't know if I'm going to get a chance to do anything with the cellular phone challenge other than charge my camera off my existing phone. It's starting to rain, so I'm going to get my stuff in. Oh, bear with me, I'm charging my phone, my camera off my Doogee V30T night vision brick phone. It's basically a mid-range smartphone armoured in a massive case with a huge battery. Not bad actually, not bad at all. Yeah, and our own bits and pieces are still in here, I hope. Some other things and fun to play. Right, it's starting to rain, so I'm going to go get my stuff in before it gets absolutely soaked. It's not going well. Let's put the mic on. It started to rain, the wind's got up again. It was starting to calm down a bit. I don't know if this tent's going to stay up. DD Tarp seems to be flagging a little bit. It's going this way and that. I really hope this pole doesn't come down. I really do hope it doesn't, because it's bowing quite well. Oh dear. As long as it stays up, I don't really care. I don't want to have to abandon everything. I've got a poncho, I can go outside and do some cooking. I'm going to have to, or open up the front. I didn't really want to have to cook in here for obvious reasons, but I don't think it's going to be a very comfortable night. Oh, I meant to tell you this. Now it looks like cloudy apple. What it is I'm having a go at making my own drink, my own booze. And it's going to have a little sniff. Oh, that smells strong. It's a little bit messed up at the minute, so we'll have to see how that goes. Not sure if that is actually alcohol in there. I added half a cup of sugar and 2 teaspoons of baker's yeast. Not brewing yeast, just baker's yeast. It's just what I had in the cupboard. And left it somewhere warmish for 2 weeks. Unfortunately, I stirred it all up coming here, so I've got a bottle of whiskey just to take the edge off, but I don't know if I'll even bother drinking that. I'm not really in the mood. I'm all muddy-kneed. I've managed to get everything up anyway, so I'm going to try and make something warm to drink. It's pretty drafty in here though. Let's say that. Here, dear. Right. Suppose I've got to cook something. Get something warm on. It's going to end up with a headache. Oh dear. I don't even know what time it is. It's 9:15. Time I had something, even if it's just a piece of cake. Night. Oh dear, here we are, telecom challenge. I'd have loved to have still camped underneath a telecoms tower for this one, but unfortunately I couldn't get near one. So, because they're all in built-up areas. So, my telecoms is phones. It's my old BlackBerry Q5. I'm going to try and do some recording with it. have a wander around, see what we can capture if it ever stops raining outside. It's Storm Eowyn at the minute. I'm gonna have to try and find a way of cooking something to eat. It's a bit worse for wear out there, isn't it? I might have to open the front a little bit, I think, just to let some air in, change the air, because otherwise I could suffocate. We'll see. I don't want to melt my tap anyway and just bring loads of condensation in. Anyway, this is my old Q5. Seen better days because the screen's cracked. You can see all that. Oh yes, really cracked. Not a bad little device though, not bad. It's got its own little camera, which is terrible in low light. Put the torch on, and it's, well, as you can see, you look back at me, looking at you, looking at me, looking at you. Yeah, it's quite bright. Not a bad little device. We'll see what we can do with it later. If nothing else, we can use it as a torch. Battery life is about 10 minutes, so we'll turn that off for now. This is what phones used to be like. The old QWERTY keyboard. Turn off. Still trying to take pictures even though I'm switching it off. Anyway, enough of that. Next one we have here is my big old... Oh, getting chilly in here now. I have to put my coat back on. This is my big... Turn the screen off. It's a Doogee V30T. It's got a huge battery on it. I don't ask me the milliamps because I can't remember. It's about 10, 15, maybe 20,000. I'll have a look. I'll put the number here. But that's got an infrared camera on as well, which is not bad, but it's not got a huge range. You can back it up with an infrared torch if you have one, and it works a lot better then. But yeah, it's a mid-range phone. It's a Samsung or Apple, one that for about 3 or 4 years ago, equivalent of just in a big chunky case. And I've put some really big lumps in the side of that where I've dropped it, and it's perfect for work. Oh, up here, dented. But that's what it's for. Big water. It's even waterproof to a certain depth as well, but you have to switch it into waterproof mode. You've got a nice big cap for your USB. There's wireless charging as well. Yeah, it's not brilliant at everything, but it'll do. And as soon as I break things a lot like this, it's ideal. As you can probably see anyway, it's 9:30 and it's time I got something very much like sustenance in me, because I think I'm going to have an interesting night, if you know what I mean. Ooh, the storm's coming in, and it's coming in hard. I forgot where I put the cap to that. That's in my hat. So, I'll see you again in a few minutes. I know it's not much of a... Let's leave it there. It's not much of a telecoms challenge, that is it, but I plan to do so much more. But it looks like the wind is really in now, and I might be hunkering down in here for the rest of the night with all my stuff. It's drafty, but it'll do. It'll do. See you in a bit. It's freezing and it's pissing it down. Well, I finally managed to get that on to cook. I'm using an improvised candle, homemade. It's just wax and bits of paper, cotton wool and tumble dryer lint all mixed up. Finally managed to get that going. It's cold. The tarp's on the verge of collapse. Just a minute. Absolutely peeing it down. Let's get under my poncho again. I'll bring you back when there's something to report. Well, so much for the telecom challenge. If you wanted something filmed on a phone, this is it. The tarp tent is mostly falling down, possibly because it's the first time I've done this. Whatever light I seem to put on either glares at the camera or it's not enough. I'm wrapped up under a poncho at the minute on my chair outside because I'm cooking. I've got to go back in the poncho in a minute because I've left my heatproof gloves in there. Yeah, I don't like going in that shelter. I need some practice with those. Every time I seem to come and go in and out, it's just a chore. If something snags against you or worse. Anyway, hopefully my dinner will be ready soon. I've got something to eat. I'm not going to bother with any alcohol. I'm just going to have a drink, probably just some cold water. I'll make a hot drink if there's one, if I've got enough fuel for one. If not, it'll be in the morning. I think it's going to be a pretty miserable night. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, still under the poncho. The rain's coming down. Everything out here is getting wet. I'm beginning to wish I hadn't bothered. Well, that's life, isn't it? Oh dear. You can see that now. Really coming in. I think I'm going to remove everything electrical inside, or at least get it in plastic. Still, I want to get the thumbnail, so a little bit longer maybe. Absolutely chucking it down. Absolutely chucking it down. Do you know what? I'm just going to have a cold drink. I'm going to get everything inside. I'm knocking this on the head. I'm going to bed. I'm eating that food no matter how hot or cold it is. And then that, ladies and gentlemen, is game over for tonight. It is absolutely peeing it down. I'm not abandoning camp. I'm just saying I'm not doing any more filming after this. Getting my food. Okay, made a slight modification to the tarp shelter. It's given me a lot more room. It's a lot airier, as you might say. Let's just run a line up to that tree, to this point here. Ah dear. See what I mean? This is a nice place to camp. It's good. It's local. But it could have been much, much better. Had it not rained, had I known what I was doing with this tarp. Ah, yeah. I think I've made it too wide in all honesty. But anyway, I'm gonna have a faff around with it later. Oh dear. Candle's still going. Find a way of putting that out. The water's boiling. I'm gonna have a hot drink because I need one. Because it's bloody cold. Right, if I look out of focus, it's because everything is wet. The machine's having trouble focusing on me. Get out of my face. Trying to have a cup of tea before I go to bed. Oh, really is quite nasty tonight. This is stupid. The wind's starting again. The rain's going to start again any minute. It's stopped for the moment, but I don't fancy my chances. I'm afraid I've failed on the telecommunications front. Other than the fact I've recorded this on a phone. The stove's nearly out. I've got twigs in my face. Fingers, I'm losing feeling because the phone won't respond to my fingertips anymore. Hands are that cold. So I'm going to get into that tarp, try and get into the sleeping bag, get the silver foil around me and try and save some body heat. And I've made the mistake of sitting in a wet seat. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to see what we can do. Good morning. Oh, yeah. Oh. It is 5:30. No, I did not sleep well. Absolutely shocking. Freezing cold. Really cold. This sleeping bag is not up to that sort of weather. I did say previously I got away with it by using a sleeping bag liner. I wish I'd brought it, put it in, because I think the fall on that saved my life by putting it on top of the air mat rather than under it. That helped. Oh, but no, bloody cold. One thing I will say for camping under this tarp is it's a nuisance to get up if you're not familiar with it. There's an awful lot of condensation in here. Dear, what a mess. What a mess. It didn't go very well. Well, that didn't work very well. I think I need more practice at the tarp tent. I'm just glad I didn't do a plough point. It'd have been absolutely freezing. Sleeping bag is wholly inadequate. It needs a liner at the very least. I guess that's the case of why it was offloaded on me. Because they didn't want it anymore. Because it was no good. But it's certainly not meant for this sort of caper. Oh, it's not often I regret coming out on a camp, or there's only little bits I wish I'd done differently. This time I almost wish I hadn't bothered. Yeah. Very noisy, very cold. Condensation in here is There's worse I've done. I usually have a little tipple of an evening. Not this time. It was just shocking weather. Cold, wind, rain. The rain really put the nail in it. I didn't want to cook in here because I'd fill with even more condensation. I suppose you could at a push, but no. Not very comfortable to lay out in here. So the ground's never level. No. I'm going to have a quick look at the weather. Start tidying some stuff up. I might have something to eat. Maybe. We'll see. At the moment I just want to get out of here. Right, we're just going to have a look, see what it's like outside. We've tidied up most of in here. A few bits to put away. I don't know what temperature it is at the moment, but it's cold. It's about 6:30. I'm going to answer a call of nature, everyone. Please excuse me. Right. Look awful in this, don't it? Yes, my young apprentice. I had a horrible dream last night that I was found. Somebody found me. Gang of people. When I tried getting out of the tent, I woke up. Which was... woke up quite a lot, actually. Quite a lot. Right, I'm just going to put the rest of the tackle away. I'm going to drop the shelter down. And then I'm going to put the kettle on. So I need to get tidied up and get out of here. The site of last night's revelries. That's the candle wax stove under the tin lid there. Last night's rubbish and a pan. I might have those sausages this morning, if time allows. But let's get cracking with this. Packed away. back again. Right, that's everything packed up more or less, just about, just a few bits left there. That's my foil mat, because I want something to sit on while I'm making something to drink that's warm. Anyway, a piece of chocolate cake. I didn't have a lot to eat last night, so I'm a little bit peckish. Didn't have any alcohol last night, which is strange for me, but hey ho. If you're not in the mood, you're not in the mood. And when the rain started coming down, I really wasn't in the mood. Oh well, it is what it is, isn't it, I suppose. I was doing some stuff with a BlackBerry Q5, but no, I just can't be bothered now. I filmed it on a phone, so I think that might have to be my entry. I'm just going to put it down as a fail. I'll submit it. It's a fail. I don't expect to win. I never really expected to win. Never do. I just do it for the sake of doing it, as they say, because I enjoy it. Right. I'm gonna get a kettle on. Got a rash and pack chocolate cake. There's little holes again. Nice and dry. Finally. Cheers. Well, that's nearly everything there. That dryish patch there is where the DD Tarp tent was. This is where I am. I'm going to have a peek over that bridge over there where the little black here is pointing, and hopefully then I might be able to find a quicker way down and out. We'll see. I'd say this was an impromptu camp. The opportunity presented itself to enter in the January Stealth Camp Alliance challenge set by Paul, an idiot outdoors. Right, Paul? And I failed. Everything I had in mind to do with the BlackBerry and use it as a camera to catch the storm, which I thought was just going to be winds, when I looked at the weather report, turned out it was going to pee with rain. And the shelter I picked, I shouldn't have picked that one. I should have just brought my cheapo tent, or my bivvy bag, well, bivvy tent. Nah, cocked it up. Got through the night, but I cocked it up. It could have been a lot better. Could have been a lot worse as well. So, oh well, live and learn. Cheers, everyone. Whoa, there's a full-on sunrise. If I do take one thing from this, it'll be, if you're going to take a piece of equipment out, try it out at home first. Practice. Not just think, I'll wing it, it's new, something to show you all. No, practice, because practice makes perfect. Oh dear. Right, I'm going to try and find a way out now. Let's going to wander over this way. That's our bag of rubbish. And a few other bits I found lying around. Let's just hope the bag gets me home, because I'll just show you this. That's what a Temu bag is. Yeah. I've used it a grand total of, this is the 4th time. And it's ruined. Oh, either I'm heavy-handed or they're crap. With the judge. Maybe I should have picked that way in. Do you remember last night, when I said there's tracks leading up to this? Here we are. And another bit of security fence there. Wedged in the tree. Four by four of some kind. Probably gypsies. So we had a mild frost here. Crunchy. Maybe I did hear somebody. There's the escape from Freeport. There's the sun. Right, I think that's in the bag, and I'll see you all in the next one. Ta-ra for now.